we have people like Joanne, who's joining us from Melbourne in Australia,
Yes.
joining us on that live stream. And then, I mean, the intention is just to join in love, really. And I wanted to invite Joanne on here to chat because we were having a conversation, I guess, the last year.
Mm-hmm.
um, about the energies and what everybody's experiencing. And I just think this is such a beautiful way to come together. And Joanne just so beautifully said it in between the broadcast Under the Tree and now, is that
Mm.
just to know that we're not going crazy and that this energy is real and that
Just
the world
quietly.
is changing, and sort of just to join together to do this in love and to hold each other's hand and to hold the space,
Yes,
and also
absolutely.
obviously ground in these energies that are coming in
Mm.
together across the planets through our heart centers. So I just love
Yeah.
the way that Joanne explains things because it's the simplicity of
Oh,
it. It's really
what
the
it's all
simplicity of
about. It's the love and the heart center, isn't it? And appreciating each other. And, this is our opportunity when these portals open up and we get gifted with this energy to come through. And, another time that the veil's really thin where we can open up ourselves to our heart centers and really receive the energy in the way that it's intended. And that's not really to do anything with it other than receive it and through our bodies and into our heart centers. And then we can actually intend to have it go through our bodies and into the earth grid so everyone else can feel it and Mother Earth Gaia can feel it. We don't really need to do much to help her because she does what she does, but we can certainly let her know that we're here supporting her and feel those activations because as I'm speaking, my ears are going. This is, every time we intend and come into our hearts and really feel into the energy, we can all share that beautiful opening of us. And our third eye will be an opportunity for the pituitary gland to become clearer for us and our hearts because it's Leo and it's the new moon and we're planting new seeds of intention. And the number 8, it's all about abundance, and abundance comes in many forms. It's not necessarily monetary, which that's a whole nother conversation, but we go into the abundance of everything around us and everything flourishing as it's originally intended to be. So we're just here to hold the space and receive because our galactic brothers and sisters are there assisting us. The Sirius is the brightest star on the galaxy, and it's there streaming. Everything's there for us to reach into our highest potentiality. And the more people that we do it all together in the same intention of receiving everything for the highest and greatest good of all, it just lifts and lifts and lifts and lifts, and we just become the best we can be, right?
Yeah. And I just love that because, I'm so fortunate to be here with a group of people. And I know that
Yes.
there's a lot of people who are maybe at home and sort of having experiences that they don't really quite understand and feel quite lonely.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Yeah.
there's so much coming up for everyone at the
Oh, I'm
moment.
so grateful for you to be there. The connection.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't be there myself, but you're there. It's just like, whoa, it doesn't get much better than that. And your trip was quite random, and you're there. You got there on the 26th of July, and you're there to the 12th, which is the whole gateway. From the Mayan calendar day at a time, then the Galactic New Year, and this is when this portal actually opened, and peaking on the 8th, and you're going to be transmitting all over the world from Giza,
Yeah.
as the ancients, Egyptians, used to do. Now we're looking at this energy connection is the rebirthing of the Isis and the Magdalene energy. It's a 13-month portal, so that's the divine feminine coming into her full power. And the last couple of years has been leading up to this. And the other thing is from 2012 until now is a 9 years. So we're in the highest potentiality of transmutation of these old timelines for us to intend for them to actually be cleared, loved, heard, honoured, and let go of, so we can build anew into a new consciousness of what we've been sitting and envisioning for so long. So 9 is at the end of the road for these old energies, and the feminines are coming up, and we're feeling with our hearts. We're being supported by our newly awakened masculines. And it's not necessarily gender biased there, it's the left brain, right brain hemisphere coming into alignment for everybody. So it's pretty big. It doesn't get much bigger than that, especially this year, and this month being the 13. So all the pieces are coming together. Like all the synchronicities are ramping up, all the energies are ramping up, all the signs are ramping up, and we get shown from a higher perspective through these synchronicities in our own realities and reflections of what's actually happening, which is beyond our physical form. And this is what Sirius is. It's here to show us the spotlight of everybody, all the energies orchestrating for us to be led into our highest potentialities, so we can streamline these energies onto the planet and light the grid up. So that's it in a nutshell from me.
Yeah, I love the way, I just love the way you explain that, because and also the simplicity of it, which I really love, is like when it all comes down to everything, it's just love, you know, and
it is.
yeah.
And our intentions. So you know, every moment, every now is an opportunity to refine into what our intentions are, and what is that is for everybody to feel the highest amount of love within their heart and return to their original blueprint, format, whatever you want to call it. And by stripping away all these layers that have been embedded into our realities, to conform and be all that which we are not. And these light streams assist us to, have those tower moments. I did a post on how the tower card was very prominent at the moment if you're into readings or whatever, but just as a vibrational frequency, the tower card is like everything falling away, the old structures being pulled away, because we're constantly intending that we want to receive everything that is of love and from our heart. So all of that stuff has to fall away in order for us to reach that Aquarian age energy. The star card is the next card after the tower. We have the tower moments, but in those tower moments, we reach for the highest potentiality, and that's the next stage, and that's the star card. And so we're coming into this age of Aquarius where we're leaving all of those old structures behind, and all those old paradigms where they no longer serve us, because we want to come into our hearts. The number of people on the planet has gone to a level where it's just love, love, love. And it's not just saying that, we're actually feeling it, because we're learning how to tap into these energy portals. And we're all coming together into the age of Aquarius. So not only at what we've come out of is the Piscean age, where we're all working as individuals to get better, but we're now as individuals now starting to go into our soul groups. We're all finding ourselves and coming together with the frequencies. So we can only have what is of love if we maintain that consistently and really, really feel it. And we are doing that. So why everything is falling away, and you've got the biggest heart that I know on the planet at the moment, my love. So how can that not be fantastic? Direct from Giza. I mean, it just makes me tremble just at the thought of you doing that. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No,
thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you. It's just been incredible, and like you say, it's such a synchronicity to be here. And clearly it's demonstrated that I was not ready to do this whole live stream, but everything is just flowing. And so we're just listening, aren't we?
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
right.
that,
And
yeah,
there's no right or wrong way when you come from the heart. It
yeah,
just is, right? And
exactly.
we'll be shown on the day, and the right people will turn up that were
Mm,
meant to be there, and everything will be done perfectly regardless of how it turns out, as long as our heart is there intending to receive and stream
mm,
and share and love and honour and all of those things. So
mm.
it'll be perfect. You'll be
Yeah,
perfect.
it will. It will. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think this has worked a little bit better. So
I think
yeah,
so too. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I don't think we need to go into, as you did on the first test one. I think we've all been blasted with the information of what the 8-8 portal is all about,
Mm,
and how it happens, and if
yeah,
your intention, my intention, we hold the same template
yeah,
there, where we just feel in and sit in the energies of everybody that's together into the
yeah.
grids, and using ourselves as portals to
Mm,
go into and streamline these energies for the greater good of of all, or however you want to intend it, as long as it's from your heart, right? So
mm.
we just hold space, and do you know yet how long you plan to do that for? To do the live for? Are you just going to
No, so I
see what
think,
happens?
yeah, yeah. So we've basically decided that we'll do it from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock
Mhm.
Egypt time,
Okay,
8
wow,
Egypt time.
yeah.
The
Mhm.
plan is to do it on the Giza plateau, the accompanying
Mhm.
desert, because that's the closest we can get to the pyramids at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So we'll actually go this evening and we'll do a test run of the live stream from there to
Okay.
see if the signal, where the best view is,
Mhm.
just to really, I think the visual as well just really helps the materialization of that energy, and that
Yeah,
just to be
yeah.
able to feel and actually see and connect
Mhm.
with that energy, for everyone to be able
Yeah,
to feel it in their hearts. I know the first
yeah.
time I saw the pyramids, I just started crying just from the
Gasped.
pure sight of them. Yeah, so the energy is really palpable. So
Mm.
that's what we'll do, and yeah, and we'd like to like connect in with yourself and some other people
Mhm.
in the
Yeah.
beginning, just to set
Mhm.
the intention to ground the
Yeah,
ceremony between all of us,
absolutely.
um, and there's a bunch of us who have all felt drawn to go into the desert at the same time. So it's a lot of the people that I've met this year in Egypt, and so we're just going to go out into the desert and maybe do a bit of singing, a bit of
Mhm.
meditation, and just
Mhm.
basically do just be in our hearts and enjoy.
That's it. And that's the whole intention, right? So as long
Mm,
as we're intending for it, the energy to be streamed out to everybody for their highest and
mm,
greatest good, and we actually enjoy doing it, and receive it, and
mm. Yeah.
sit and come
The
into
smiles
center,
of it.
right?
Yeah.
And
Mm,
look, I might do some spontaneous light language. You know, I like to do that. People have
mm,
seen a few videos what I do when I'm anchoring here in
mm.
Melbourne. So I'd like to be able to do that if everybody's able, wanting to receive, and
Beautiful. Thank
if I
you.
feel like doing it, which is probably the
Mm.
case because I do it constantly.
It's
So
beautiful. I love
yeah.
your light language. It's
Mm.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. And it's totally random most of the time, and I do go into it a bit. I do it silently, so I won't be speaking, but I'm sure you've got other guests that may do that. So
It's beautiful.
yeah, so just feeling into that energy of rather than going into any historical data of what was done before.
Mm,
I think what's really important that we're leaving all without. I mean, we honour what's happened in the
mm,
past, but I think it's really important that we set our intentions of building anew from these potentialities, so we're not bringing all of this baggage with us all
mm,
the time when we're going into the eye of the needle with the inner consciousness, because it won't come through. Because anything not of love will not survive where we're going. And so that is, you know, for me, my intention is calling in all my rememberings, my knowings, everything that's part of every part of my soul essence, every life I've had, which have been many, and but from those, pull out my greatest gifts and then bring them forward into, you know, bringing in what is of love. And you know, if we can leave behind what is not of love, only of love can remain and exist in this frequency. So you know, that's what I'll be doing. I'm sure we can write some intentions, or people can write their own intentions that are heart-based, to focus on during your live stream. I mean, I've written a few posts about what I feel it's about, some channelings that I've done as well. I mean, I'm happy to share to the group if you would like me to. Just to give people, it's even an activation for them, some of my writings, because it then activates people for their own knowings and rememberings to come through. And then, you know, I always say, and we're all time travelers coming back to course correct. So here we are. Here's our opportunity of one of the most amazing times on the planet where we can actually do this, because we know we can with our intentions. We've seen it, we've done it, it's happening. It's you know, the teleportation, the telekinesis, and the telepathy, it's all coming online. Whether you've experienced it or not, it is coming. I see it in my daily life. It's actually opening up quite raw now in my own household. So I'm watching my children do these things, and it's like, wow, you know, wow. But it is real and it is happening, and everyone is coming online to that point. So this is the future that's coming, and we're building it by our intentions, and this is what we have to remember. We are actually building it, and we're capable.
Yeah, I love what you say, because it's kind of like, a lot of the time I'm still having these moments where I'm thinking, is this really happening? Is this really happening? And then it kind of takes me back to like being a child, you know, and being told that magic doesn't exist, and being so
well, it's all that.
Exactly.
It's all that, you know. So our higher selves are actually playing everything out, and it's usually coming through reflections. So in our field, and Jan and I have had the experience where on a daily basis we are seeing things being shown to us through other people, through synchronicities, things that are happening in front of us and being played out by our higher selves and their higher selves, and then going, wow, all these messages that are coming through, is this really happening? And it's like, yeah, because some things are confirmed 3, 4, 5 times, and it's the same sequences and the same numbers, and it's the same. So many, I can sit here and talk for hours about it, but yeah, no, you're not going insane. It is actually happening. These numbers are real. These timings are real. Everything is divinely coordinated once you're in that frequency. So, you know, if you can intend to keep working through your heart space to assist humanity to go through this portal, we are all here to play a role to do that. So never for a second think you're going insane, because it is real. It is real.
I know. What an amazing
It's
time.
really real. So I scratch my crown. It's expanding. Thank you.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
love your
you're welcome.
wisdom. Yeah. And you will connect again. Yeah, thank you for making from this. This has worked. I think it's.
I think so. Yeah, and I've just been rambling on and on and on. You know, I can keep talking.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think we're all reminding each other, aren't we? Like the more time we
We
spend with
are.
each other in this
We're walking
energy,
each
the
other
more
home, aren't we?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and the other thing I wanted to say is, I actually channeled a grid there
Oh,
on my
yes.
altar, and in my what I've seen from it, it's very, very powerful, and it was channeled in March, and I was told that it was specifically for the 8/8 portal, and so I've been holding space with it very closely. But it's a different, quite a few different layers of different templates all in one, and it's so strong that so many things are being removed from my home, as in it being a portal. So we're all going to be able to do this sort of stuff once we come into that frequency, into our hearts, balancing ourselves. We have the highest potentiality of living however we wish, as
Yes.
long as it's from the heart space.
Yes.
And it is possible. I'm seeing it, and it blows my mind, actually. So, and blasting the energy through, well, we won't be blasting, we'll be holding space, but this energy that's coming through this time is probably the purest that we've ever had, with the amount of people on the planet awake at the same time. So it's every year is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and the more focused we can be on holding it in a space of love and in our heart, the more effective more people will be in waking up to, and also encoding and putting online our own DNA and our own blueprint by holding these intentions and being in that space. So the potentiality is absolutely endless. So I thank you for being in Giza at this time of the most powerful time ever for for the divine feminine, masculine, everybody, left brainers, right brainers, all of that's coming to unity. You're amazing. Your videos are just spectacular, and especially how you focus on the on the ground when you're filming. It's actually showing the structures. That's important to the masculines. To see the structures and the inscriptions and how they were built, because it's a full remembrance, because a lot of the people on this planet have been there building those in the past. So the way you're filming those are just incredible. I just wanted you to know that, because it's really, really felt how you do those videos. It's beyond words, actually. Yeah.
Thank you, Joanne. Yeah, everything you see here triggers a memory of something, even if you're not aware of what the memory is at the time.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. I love you so much.
I love you too, darling. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so I'm going to end this now, or
Yeah.
I'm the one who has to end it, I think. So bye, everyone.
Yeah.